Welcome back to another live session. Traders, hope that you had an enjoyable day. Starting with another trading day, expecting to rock that full day upcoming. Let's see what we have today as second day of trading week. Pretty volatile day coming up. We see quite a few high impact news. And if we look at coming up today here on some of the pairs, you'll see that CAD news coming later today that will make dollar CAD volatile, as well as gold tomorrow. Also NZD and GBP day, including FOMC meeting minutes coming tomorrow, and after tomorrow also big day for dollar, GBP, euro, all of them. So let's see first of all today what we can look at. We will be looking at some major pairs here to see potential trading opportunity, including gold, dollar, yen, euro, dollar, all the USD pairs. We will be keeping eye on dollar CAD. We can see that bearish. I have opened a sell position on dollar CAD, which is running in at the moment. We see there is a bearish price action has been created on dollar CAD. As the CAD news coming, we can keep dollar CAD is in our watch list for further entry. We are on a trade on dollar CAD, and let's see that today what we can expect in this market. Along with on gold, that we can see currently on a pullback to the upside on gold, and this market is having a rejection from this daily support level, and I think we might see very soon a possible entry opportunity on gold. There is a bounce here on gold from this lower time frame. If we look at the 15 minutes, we can see that there is a breakout on this market to the upside here on the 15 minutes with a stronger move back to the upside, and that is where you can see the market has just crossed this previous 4 hours high, and this is where the market is approaching a key level, and that key level might give a possible entry opportunity. As you can see, the market has made a stronger bounce back to the upside, and I think we might be coming to a zone where we may be able to find potential sell entry here in this market. So this is currently a long-term bear market. We see there is a breakout. If we look at the 50 minutes, 32 pip ATR in this market. So the price has just crossed that high, and from this zone here we could see possible rejection or further continuation. Let's wait to see where the market potentially be heading in this market. So looking at the 4 hour and the lower time frame here. So here is the lower time frame price action that you can see. This is the previous resistance line here from the weekly, daily, and the lower time frame. Look at the 1 hour chart here on Xauusd and the lower time frame. We can see the market from this high has got that rejection back below here in this market. So that being said, expecting this market potentially continue to trend down here, and with that move, what we can expect for the market to possibly drop down here to create a new lower low in this market. Here, as you can see, the market from this high getting a potential rejection here in this market. And looking at the lower time frame, if you look at the 5 minutes, you can see from here we might see a potential bounce back to the upside here in this market. And with this bounce, we could see the price to continue to rise here and then to potentially to reject back again to this support level. And That being said, what we can expect for the market to continue to drop. So what you can see here, pardon me, I got a little bit of disconnection. And what we can see here in this market, the price has broken back to the upside from the intraday. And as the long-term trend here is down, we may see a potential rejection from this high on XAUUSD. And that being said, what we can expect for the market to drop back down here to this long-term support level. And here is the move that you can see from the lower time frame from this support level. A stronger bounce back to the upside. And with this bounce, what we can expect for the market to revert back again to this support level to create a new lower low in this market. Here is the key here, which is an important level of resistance in that area. And as the market is approaching that level, what I think from this level, we can expect possible rejection. As if you look at the daily chart, what we can see from the daily, that this market from the daily time frame, which is an important daily resistance, we can expect for the price to potentially to trend back down here to this daily support level. And lower time frame price action, we can see the market after this bounce expecting a potential rejection here to this support level. Here's the lower time frame price action where the series of lower high in this area. And with this series of lower high, there is a triangular pattern formation here. And if we look at the bigger picture perspective from the daily, we can see the market is in a downtrend. There is a 10 and 20 EMA crossover from each other. And with this 10 and 20 EMA crossover, we can see the price approach that daily high. And from this daily high, what we can expect for the market to potentially trend back down to this long-term support level. And if we look at the other time frame, if you look at here on the 5-minute chart, from this high, there is a liquidity grab in that area. And with this liquidity grab, we can expect for the market to potentially to break below and continue to drop here to this support level. And that's where that you can see this is an important level of support from this double top formation here, expecting that gold to trend down here to this level to create a new lower low in this market. So that being said, on the lower time frame, expecting the market to potentially start a new downtrending market structure here. And if we look at this is the 1 hour price action where you can see the market has reached that level where the price has crossed that high. And with this cross of this high, what we can expect for the price to trend back down again to this long-term support level where there is a high liquidity. That being said, if we look at the 4 hour here, also the market has tested this high where there is a resistance line, which is a liquidity zone. And with this liquidity zone, expecting the market to drop down here to this support level. Here's the lower time frame price action. With this double top formation, XAUUSD may possibly to return back again to this daily support level. Welcome back. Welcome. Hello. Thank you very much for joining this live session. And with this live session, what we can expect the market to possibly to trend. We are looking to see that the market to have another possible downtrending market structure here in this market. So that being said, if you look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour, we can see the market has formed this double top, and with this double top formation, expecting the market to potentially to trend and to continue to drop back to this key level of support here in this lower time frame. And here is the lower time frame consolidation formation here. We can see from this, there is a bounce and there is a triangular pattern formation here in that area. And from this triangular pattern, if we look at here, we can see a move back to the upside with a triangular pattern formation. All right, so let's see here. You can see there is a triangular pattern formation in this area, and with this triangle, it's a triangular pattern. And what we can expect from this triangular pattern for the market to possibly, what I think here, we could see the liquidity grab and then to trend in the major direction here. Now, if you guys look at, you can see that this is, if you look at the daily chart here, that's where the daily price action, where from this daily high, previous daily price action is a massive bearish engulfer. And with this bearish engulfer, today the market from this level, there is a bounce to the upside, expecting the market to trend again back below here in that market. So as this is a long-term bear market at the moment, if you look at here, you can see there was a massive breakdown yesterday. Now on a pullback. Now this pullback, how far it's gonna go will determine by the levels that you can see here in this market. And what we can see in this area, this is a move back to the upside. And here is a stronger move back to the upside here. And there is a triangular pattern. And with this triangle, okay, so if you look at here, you can see the market may possibly break that high and then to return again back below here in this market. So what we can expect, what I'm looking at here, because this is a bear market, we see there's a double top. We might see the market ultimately break again to the major direction of the trend. So the major trend here, if you look at the daily, here's the daily high here. And from the 4-hour here, we can see there is a bounce. And that bounce here, this is a 4-hour 20 EMA. And with this 4-hour 20 EMA, the market may return again back below here. So here is the series of lower high and series of higher low, which is a pattern here. So a move, triangular pattern. That pattern might break in that direction and then could continue to trend back below. This is what we're waiting to see, that the market to potentially break first to the upside and then to continue to trend back below in the major direction here. Here is the long wick candle that we can see in that area. And that long wick candle, you can see this is a resistance line, and where the market has crossed that high, and we may see the price to potentially trend back below in that direction. Here is, we can see the market to possibly come back here to create a new lower low. So 15 minutes perspective here, we can see back to back two long wick candle, the back to back two long wick rejection here in this market. And that rejection might lead the price back below again. So looking at the 5 minutes, here is that here is the structure that you can see is trying to break below here in that level. So here is what we can see in this market, that this is a triangular pattern here. And with this triangle, expecting the market to possibly to return and then to reject back again below to this support level. So we will be waiting for this market to potentially retest or break that resistance line and then to revert back again towards the downside here. There is the long wick candle that you can see from the 1 hour perspective. There is a rejection again from this key level. So as we are looking for possible sell entry in this market, this is a trend line where the price is possibly to break that trend line here. And from the trend line, it's coming down here. And that drop, expecting the market to possibly again continue to drop here back below. And this is the 4 hour level. You can see from this high, after cross of this resistance line, the market is getting that reaction back below again. From the 15 minutes, this is a one single bounce back to the upside to the key level. And that's what we're waiting for the market to show up here for a potential a drop. And as long-term trend that we always look at the bigger picture, daily trend is key here. So if you look at the daily price action, you can see this is the daily price action where there is a daily move and that move. So if you look at here, you can see this is a move here on the daily and the price is, this is the 1 hour here as well. This is a long wick potential double top, expecting the market to retest and then to return back again in that direction. Five minutes perspective here with a long wick candle in this area. Here is a triangular pattern here. Again, expecting the market to trend and then coming back here to this support level. So we can see there is a break of this triangular pattern back below on the 5 minutes. Now the price is trying to push back again in the from this trend line. Now, any break above can give us possible sell entry as a series of lower high, which is a smooth trend line. The bias here, if we look at the 1 hour perspective, which is bearish and waiting for the market to trend back below here towards the downside. I hope that guys you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. Here is the move, the possibility the market to trend down here to this support level. We can see that rejection from the 1 hour here. This is a double top and multiple liquidity grab, and I think this is where we could potentially see that the market to come back here to create a new lower low. This is currently turning to a bear market from this level that we have seen, and this bounce here on gold, which is a liquidity grab in that area. Now, for us to enter, as I mentioned, this trend line, I'm waiting for the market to break to the upside and then to return back again to this support level. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Give a feedback in the live chat. If you have any question, you can ask. And also waiting for an entry. This is where the first entry was for us to look for from the 15 minutes. And as the market crossed that high, we will be now waiting for possible further a retest of that level and then to return again back below. Now here you can see it's getting a rejection from this level, and that rejection might lead the price back to the upside here. This is a lower high, and here is what you can see about the market to possibly push back here to the upside. And once the market managed to penetrate that resistance, we can look for sell to that level. The goal here is to trade with the trend, trade with the major direction of the trend, and would like to see the market is having an upside bias here in this market. If you look at here 1 minute chart as well, we can see there is a breakout structure here as well on the lower time frame. And after this breakout structure, the market now trying to return back again below to the major direction. So look at the 5 minutes, you guys can see the market trying to break that high, break that resistance line, and then to return again back to the upside. We can see some rejection here in this market on the lower time frame, and with this doji, there's a series of lower high here. There is a bounce back to the upside in this market, expecting for the market to continue to go back here to that resistance line to create a new higher high in this market. This is what you're looking at in this market, for the price to potentially bounce back here to that key level of resistance line. So you see the market is again pushing back to the 4-hour high. So let's now freshly look at the market in that area to see where the price is heading to. There's a breakup trend line here. And with this breakup trend line, expecting the market to possibly return back again to the upside and then to reject back below to this support level. Looking at the 1 hour here, also you can see the market is penetrating back above from the 4 hour. Also the price is trying to retest that high, and I think the price, we may see that this market to possibly return again to the major direction of the trend, where there is a series of higher low. And we can see the market after this doji, the price is trying to break that high and then to return back again to the support level, and expecting the market to retest. And then if you look at the 30 minutes, you can see the price is trying to push back here to the upside. Here's the move from this level, creating series of higher low, expecting for the market to potentially to trend back again to the resistance line and approaching that key level here. Welcome. And what I think, if you guys look at it, is trying to fill that long wick. As we can see from here, there is a rejection from the 1 hour price action, also closing in few minutes. And I think the market to possibly to remain in that direction here to create a new lower low in this market. Welcome. USD yep, welcome, thank you. Here's the market slowly trying to build up that pressure here. And we can see that in this area, the price is slowly moving back potentially to that level where there is a high liquidity. And with this movement, what we can expect for the market to possibly retest and then to return again back below in this market. Here's the market from this high, it's getting the rejection again from the 5 minutes. And as there is a 1 hour candle close coming, what I think with this candle close, we might see the market, it's forming a double top here in that area. And this double top formation, expecting the market to potentially to remain in that direction of the major trend. There's the double top formation on Xauusd. And so this is the previous support that we have seen the market. From the 15 minutes, we see there is a rejection showing up here in that area. And that rejection, if we look at here, we can see the market showing up that area in this area for a possible bearish move. And it is an important level of support here. So what we could see that the market, because this is a long-term bear market, we see the double top formation on the 30 minutes perspective. Possibility for this market to drop again back below is higher, where lower time frame price action that you can see the market in this area to potentially to continue to trend back below. There's a liquidity gap here 2 times, and I'm looking at a sell opportunity, guys, in this area on gold for this possible a drop here, as the market already has shown multiple times liquidity gap with a bit of wider stop loss for any rejection back above to 31 pip stop loss, expecting to 32 pip, and we will be targeting to this level for this trade for around 46-45 pip stop loss in this market. That being said, here on gold, I'm looking at sell from this level, and this is sell opportunity that we might find potential move. So I've opened a sell here. It's a sell by market trade with a potential for the market to return again. We see there is a liquidity gap here and expecting that gold to return again back below. Expecting that gold to potentially to revert again back below here to the major direction of the trend. And as you can see with this liquidity grab, expecting that gold to possibly to trend again to the major direction. Here is the 1 hour price action that you can see the candle close is coming up, and what we can see on the 1 hour, there's a double top and it's a liquidity zone, expecting this market to possibly to revert back again to the direction of the major trend. And if the market reject here, but I think even we could see further downside in this market from the 4 hour. There is a long wick candle formation here and waiting for a possible break below. And as the 15 minutes, there is a massive bounce back to this key level. With this bounce on the 15 minutes, expecting the market to trend remain bearish here in this direction to this support level. Here's the key level here, and I hope that you guys enjoying this live session. Make sure you do proper risk management in your opening position, and also make sure you also subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day, including live analysis, live trade ideas, as well as strategies that I'm sharing in the group every single day. That being said, waiting for the market to show up here in that area and expecting the market to trend back down to create a new lower low in this market. Here is the, if you look at the lower time frame, this is the 5 minutes chart where there is a 2 long wick candle, and with this long wick candle you can see there's another long wick, there's another long wick candle, quite a few, and with those long wick candles expecting the market to possibly revert back again to the support level here in this market. wanting to see the market to possibly to revert again back below here to this support level. Expecting a rejection from the high, as this is where the market overextended here. And what I think that as this is a bear market, we see that there is 1 hour candle close also coming with a green candle here. Now this 1 hour candle also crossed an important resistance line and form a long wick candle. The possibility for the market to reject back again below is higher in this market structure here on gold. I hope that you guys enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day in this channel. There is the lower time frame price action, expecting the market to come back here. This is the 1 hour price action, which is 1 hour candle closing with a long wick candle. And what I think that if this 1 hour candle, if you look at, it's also a double top, expecting the candle to return back again to the major direction of the trend. From the 4 hour, we can see there is a sharp rejection from the top. There is a rejection here on the 5 minutes, and expecting this market to trend back down on the 1 hour. That you can see, this is the 1 hour price action where sharply this candle has formed a double top, expecting the market potentially to come back below here to this support level to create a new lower low in this market. And currently, if you look at here, you can from this high, the price is slowly building up that pressure back below in that area and expecting the market to trend back down to that level. And as the long-term trend here is bearish, expecting this market to trend potentially back to this level here, to this support, to create a new lower low in this market. Here is the market that you can see from this high. The price is slowly trying to build the pressure back below here in that area. Here is a liquidity grab and expecting the market to trend back below here as in the to the major direction of the trend. Though we can see locally there is a rejection here, expecting further correction here to this support level in this market. See, there is a massive liquidity grab here on this lower time frame, expecting the market to trend further back below here to this support level in this market. Potential trend continuation here, and we see the market slowly building that pressure, and we are on the trade, and getting that rejection means we can expect the price to move back again to the long-term support level here in this market. This is where we see the price is building up that pressure, and from this resistance line expecting for the market to trend again to this support level here to create a new lower low in this market. Here is the resistance line. The price is getting that rejection back from that high. Here's the lower time frame price action. The price is just crossing our entry. So this is the first entry for today. And let's try to catch some peep here, expecting the market to possibly revert back again to this 4-hour support level, which is an important level of support before it shows any directional bias here in this market. Here is the double top, and the market has got that rejection from the double top, and slowly it's building that pressure back below here, potentially to this support level. And expecting the market to trend back below here to this support level. We are earning some profit here and expecting it to come back further. And this is another liquidity zone here. If the price drop back below this level here, which is 26, 27 pip move possible in this market to this support level here to create a new lower low in this market. With a double top here, the market slowly trying to push back below to this support level. There's the double top, expecting the market to trend back below here to this support level. We see a big rejection from the high, which was expected. The trade is running in the favor and expecting the market to trend back further below before we take profit. If I take profit also, I'm going to share with you guys. We'll give a shout out whenever I'm closing profit, but it's still running in, and I think the market potentially continue to trend back below here, and that's why the trade was open for this move, possibly to trend back down. Expecting it to trend further down here to this support level. We can see the rejection, and that's where a complete break below as expected. Now wanting to see the market to come back below further to this support level here. Okay, so running in profit and expecting further break below to this level to create a new lower low in this market. We can see the market is trending as expected, and we are almost nearly to 19 pip up on this trade, and would like to see further downside before we look for any taking profit here. You can see this is the consecutive trade that winner after yesterday's trade. As I mentioned earlier, quality is more important than quantity. There's the bearish move in this market, and so you see there is a significant drop. Would like to take a profit now in this market. We might see a pullback again. I'm going to close the current trade here with the running profit, and we'll be re-entering again as we're almost nearly to the end of the session. We have secured here in this trade to around 18 pip, and $18 secured in this trade, and expecting further opportunity in this upcoming session. This is another trading day, guys, and expecting a big trading day as second day of trading week. The market is getting pretty volatile. We'll see continuing to look for further opportunity throughout the market throughout the week. And I believe that, guys, you're enjoying this session, and every day I'm coming on live, and there will be more education and trading opportunity coming up later. I'll be posting in the channel. Make sure you join the channel by all the links in the description. That being said, until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you again in just matter of 4 hours with another live session coming to all of you to trade together.